Now, I mentioned this town is old. Well, with old things, old people tend to stick around even after they've passed on. And so we're headed to see if we can catch a glimpse to the other side on a ghost tour at the historic and supposedly haunted Magnolia Hotel. Owners Aaron and Jim Getty voluntarily live here and are lovingly fixing it up to share with visitors.
You guys have this sort of set up to be a full experience.
Yeah.
Right?
We're trying to bring it back to a museum.
Okay, a museum for history, a museum for ghosts, something a
Kind
bit
of both.
Okay.
Like in between, so.
This guy's like kind of creeping me out right
I know,
behind me
that's
a
why we
little
have
bit.
them.
Yeah.
The history alone is amazing. The hotel started as a log cabin built by one of the original Texas Rangers, who supposedly is still here.
He likes to smoke a cigar. We can smell the cigar smell. You'll hear us walking with the boots going across.
The tour goes room by room with stories of the hotel's 13 ghosts, who Aaron says are all free to leave. Well, that is, all except the murderer. But he's trapped upstairs and we're still down. So no worries yet.
Okay, what's the story in this one?
Mrs. Reed always looks out the window. She used to own the hotel in 1850.
Okay.
And then we have the young children. This is William and his sister Jen.
I'm getting the chills on the back of my neck.
Visitors are constantly picking up images while on tour. Some ghosts are so active, they even leave toys out for them to play with. Super freaky.
Would you like to try the light?
What is the light? Okay.
Turn it off for Chad. Can you turn it off for Chad? He's got 3. Can you turn it back on, baby? One more time.
I don't know what just happened.
I have been to dozens of haunted places, and never in my life. I promise we didn't fake that. The back rooms are where Aaron and Jim live. Famous Texas Ranger Jack Hayes was even married in front of this fireplace, which is totally awesome. Oh yes, this room is haunted, but so is every other room in this house.
I think you're really going to enjoy upstairs, but I'd like for you to experience it on your own.
Are you? I think I need you for this.
No, on your own. So these are K2 meters.
Okay.
And so when the energy of them come near you, they'll light up.
What's this thing?
This is a REM pod. This is the big guns.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
If they come near it,
Okay.
I'm either brave or stupid, but likely both. So armed with my little flashy thingies, into the blackness I go.
Oh man, look around. I don't know if y'all can see the walls, but they are rough. I don't truthfully know what I'm doing. I'm listening to flashing lights on what I can only describe as a stud finder. We're getting some sort of reading in here. Now we're gonna move into this room. Oh, do I throw this at something if it comes up? Ah! That's me in the mirror. Oh. Oh wow. All right, so this is the madam's room. The smell of perfume is thick in the air. There's perfume bottles over there. It's not coming from there. Why am I cradling this thing? Okay. Okay. Rosebud? Oh, here's something. There's a baby crib in here. And a ball on the ground? Why do I agree to do this stuff? Someone needs to tell me this is a bad idea. Here's the room that I've been dreading. The murderer's room. You know, there's a reason we're the day tripper and not the night tripper, okay? And this is it right here.
The visitor brochures call Jefferson the B&B capital of Texas. But what they don't advertise is its other well-known title, the most haunted small town in Texas. I'm scared already. Now, as you can imagine, every old home in Jefferson has its stories, but none is believed to be more haunted than this one right here. Welcome to the Grove. Let's take a tour, shall we? Built in 1861 as a wedding gift for Frank and Minerva Stilley, the Grove gets its name from the towering pecans that shade the home in shadow and mystery. Okay, so this is Mitchell Whittington, the man who lives in the most haunted home in Jefferson.
Well, that's what they say.
Man, this must be a trip of a place to live.
It's interesting. I have to say I never would have anticipated this in my life, but it's not scary. It's not like living in the Addams family house. It's really an interesting place because it's kind of like a little peek into the other side.
With many rooms furnished in period decor, the Grove is haunting enough without stories. But Mitchell's room-by-room tour brings the Grove to life. Or death. Brings it to death.
This was once the master bedroom to the house. We have had some activity in this room that's interesting. The first is probably one of our most famous spirits called the Lady in White. My favorite story about her comes from when this house was a restaurant in 1990, and they were doing dinner theater one night. The lighting tech had her lighting board set up on the front porch so it wouldn't take up space in the dining room. She looked over, she saw a lady in a long white dress walking beside the house here, and she assumed it was one of the actresses, so she hollered at her. She goes, "Excuse me, there's no door on that side of the house. You're going the wrong way." The woman just kept walking, so she leaned over the railing and she saw her going down to this part of the house. The lady turned and took a left and stepped up through a wall of the house. And I've seen her several times, as is my wife.
That's what I was gonna ask, yeah.
A lot of people have seen her throughout the years. You look back to the original construction of the house, with this being the back, it's probably that she's not stepping up through a wall. It's probably more that she's stepping up onto a back porch. Yeah, coming through a wall or a door in the wall that would have been here and coming across there.
But the Lady in White, or in this case the badly costumed man Lady in White, is just one of the Grove's many visitors.
We had one of the former owners, Charlie Young, the barber, come back and visit. He came back to visit the daughter of a friend of ours. And she starts describing a very distinguished looking African-American gentleman. And at one point, Tammy turned around and said, "Did he look anything like this?" And she goes, "That's the guy. He was here."
Oh, wow.
I said, "Kinsey, that's Mr. Charlie, the barber. He died in the 1930s. You saw a ghost." And I thought, wow, that's a great story.
Yeah. These are just a few of the almost countless stories. And while we haven't had a personal experience yet, no visitor is safe.
We also have had a lot of things happen on the tour in here. We've had people get tapped on the shoulder and poked in the side. We had a group of us were all standing around. I was telling some of these stories one day. All of a sudden, the lady squealed and jumped about a foot in the air. Bye, startled all of us. I was like, "Are you okay?" And she said, "We're all just standing around, listening." All of a sudden, I felt somebody pop me on the bottom. She said, and I looked, and my husband's across the room, and I thought, it's one of these strangers. One of these strangers has touched my bottom. She goes, "Boy, I was going to slap somebody silly." But I looked, and nobody was near me. I said, "I am so sorry."
But to Mitchell and his wife Tammy, ghostly experiences are just part of everyday life.
It was getting late, and we're both trying to finish a chapter in the books that we're reading so we could turn in. And as we're sitting there reading, suddenly the light goes click, turned itself off. So I found it, click, turned it back on. I was like, "Would you guys stop that?" And they did.
As you can imagine, living in the Grove has given Mitchell a very interesting perspective on life and the afterlife.
After living here for 10 years, what I've come to believe is that what we have are former owners coming back because they love the place so much, just to check on it. And I understand that because the Grove has become part of my heart and soul, and I plan on coming back after I'm gone.
So 100 years from now, people see a man with long hair and a beard.
Probably on the front porch. I love that rocking chair.
Oh, yeah.
I love sitting out there early in the morning with a cup of coffee. So whoever lives here 100 years from now will talk about the rocking chair ghost, how that chair slowly starts rocking and you smell of coffee in the air, and that'll be me.
That's you.
Yeah.
As nice as Mitchell is, ain't no way I'd ever be his roommate. Today, Saratoga is more of a look back at what was than what is, as this town boomed in the early 1900s around the oil industry. Its biggest claim to fame is that it was the birthplace of country legend George Jones. But today, folks mainly come to Saratoga for one thing: to catch a glimpse of the unexplainable down Bragg Road, otherwise known as Ghost Road. All right, y'all, so this is Ghost Road. I've asked a local expert to meet us out there. I've never met him, but I think this might be our guy right here. At least I hope it is. Daniel, I need backup. Let's get out. Matthew?
Chet?
Yes.
Matthew, Ghost Hunter, Southeast Texas. Welcome to Ghost Road in Saratoga, Texas.
Oh man, even in the daytime, this place is creepy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just driving through here, it definitely sets the mood for what you guys are going to experience while you're down here tonight.
As with all ghost stories, the experience has everything to do with the history.
This is originally a road that they built for railroads. to run oil back in the early 1900s. So here we are. You can see the mosquitoes. You can see the swampland. What a great place to build a railroad.
Wow, man, it sounds like one of the most treacherous places to build a
Well,
railroad.
and exactly, and that's what it was. Between the rising waters, having to repair it all the time, and the deaths from people working on it with malaria and things like that, it didn't last.
Wow. Okay, so what's the paranormal phenomenon that happens out here?
So what it is that they find these lights that just show up out of nowhere. Now, there's some skeptics out there that say, oh, well, you've got a state highway on one end and a state highway on the other. Some of that can definitely be debunked. And, you know, as a healthy skeptic, when we do our stuff, we're doing the same thing. But there's a point where you reach this no man's land and you start to feel it.
So have you ever had an experience out here?
Actually, on the way in, I wish I'd had my dash cam with me because I did actually see a light that I had no explanation for.
Today?
Yeah, today.
15 minutes ago?
Yeah, 15 minutes ago on my way in. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
The energy still here is so strong that it causes these anomalous effects to happen.
Any tips as a ghost hunter, what we should do?
Keep an open mind.
Okay.
Don't let your camera down for anything.
Okay.
Because you never know when something's gonna pop up. And just be healthy skeptics about it.
Sounds like good advice to me. Well, folks, if the nighttime is the right time for ghost hunting, then our time has arrived.
Okay, so the sun has gone down and it is now completely pitch black out here. I mean, black. Even the light of the moon is almost completely covered by the canopy of trees. This road was scary enough during the daylight. It is straight up terrifying now. And I don't know, but where did the fog come from? All right, guys, let's load up and go hunting for that Saratoga lights.
This dirt road is 8 miles long, straight as an arrow through some of the thickest woods and bog that East Texas has to offer.
Okay, guys, let's keep your eyes peeled.
So who among us are skeptics?
I mean, I'm skeptic.
Are you a skeptic?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, because I have no belief in any of this.
Ah! Anybody? No?
Dang. I just jerked my hand. I'm sorry.
You got me a little bit.
A little bit?
I jumped.
It's not just what we might see. The sounds are creepy too.
Did y'all hear that?
I did.
No, for real.
Yes.
What
was that? No. Ooh, that's a different one.
Yeah, it is a different one. It is like a haunted soundtrack. Like you could just play this at a haunted house, every kid would be terrified.
If driving a dark dirt road wasn't enough, many parts of it are flooded, and downed trees make for slow getaways if something happens out here.
Any lights back there, team?
Nope. I'm kind
looking.
of disappointed.
Are y'all's cameras on the ghost settings? How weird would it be if this road we knew was 8 miles long, but like 3 hours from now we're still just driving down this road like we get caught in a ghost loop.
The anticipation is the hardest part.
Show yourself.
That always works on the ghost hunter shows. Yeah.
Be ye friend, be ye foe.
Spirit speak!
And just as we're all starting to doubt,
Whoa, look straight, look straight.
Oh,
There's a light.
I saw something.
I saw a light.
Look straight.
It's
Yes.
constant.
Some
Looks
of them
like-
are constant.
I don't know. That looks like an orb to me.
Dude.
Did we just
we just see
experience
the
Saratoga light? High five!
Yeah.
Yes! It's a really, really warm orb.
Yes. Yeah. We weren't making that up.
Nope.
Hey, Skeptic Todd, you just still disappointed?
I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed. I have no explanation.
Be a healthy
Oh,
skeptic. I see this.
look.
See that?
You're getting this.
I see this one.
You're getting this, Daniel.
Yep, there it is again. Right there.
but just as soon as they appear, they disappear, and then reappear again. These lights are baffling.
I think I just need a closer look, guys. I gotta get out of the car and
Check.
go and look closer.
Check. He's out of here.
Come on. Get back in here.
Y'all, get out of the car. I promise you can see it so much better out here.
No.
Oh my gosh. It's getting a little brighter. Is that? What is that? It's. It wants to make contact. Who are you? What are you? You're beautiful.
What about me, Chet? Aren't I beautiful? Wait, or is it bootiful? Boo. Did I scare you? You didn't think I'd miss another haunted Texas road trip, did you?
Signs call it Rogan Field, but to the locals, it's the graveyard. And not just because it's buried the dreams of many opponents.
You know, they say in football, all that matters is what happens on the field. But here in San Saba, it's also what happens underneath the field. 6 feet underneath the field. You see, before this was a football field, it was a graveyard. And when they readied the field for play in the 1930s, they just moved the tombstones, not the bodies. Meaning, they're still down there. Ah!
The legend tells us that when an opposing team comes to play and unexplained things foil their efforts, well, they say it's just the spirits rising up from their unmarked graves to help their local armadillos win. You know, I'm not one to believe in that mumbo-jumbo, but we're gonna run a little test anyway.
There's nothing San Saba armadillos hate more than Goldthwait eagles. So I figure if these spirits are gonna come out, well, this ought to upset them real good. I dare them to try and stop me. Does it go like that? No, just like that. There we go. Houston 42! Houston 42! Hut! Ah! What was that?
Oh, Richie, throw me a pass.
Yeah, okay.
Oh! Give me the ball! I'm going in the end zone!
Why is nobody helping me?
What in the world is he doing?
I have no idea.
I don't get it. Here, have a pecan.
Oh well, you know, I probably should have retired from football after high school. I'm much better at this professional day tripping thing, and what goes with it, like professional eating. Now, while we're down south, it's time to see another legendary part of San Antonio. Not exactly historically legendary, more like urban legendary. The haunted ghost tracks of San Antonio. Why are they haunted, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Flashlight. The legend goes something like this. It was a rainy Texas morning and a school bus full of children approached these tracks. Well, as the bus crossed, it stalled out. The oncoming train couldn't stop in time, and the rest, I can't even mention it. But to this very day, the ghosts of those little children come out to protect anyone that stalls near the tracks, pushing their car over the tracks to safety. And we're gonna try it right now. Are you ready, crew? Here it goes. All right, we put the car in neutral. We stop the engine. And let's see. I'm not pushing the brakes. I'm not pushing the gas. I'm not even holding the steering wheel. And we are definitely moving. This is freaky, guys. Something is happening. And we're speeding up as we get close to the tracks. I'm pretty sure that we're going uphill. This is weird. Oh, wow! We just went over the tracks and the gas wasn't on. I wasn't pushing anything. Something happened, guys. I don't know what that was, but that was all kinds of freaky. Okay, and here's what you do next. You actually have to get out of your car, you go to the back, and if you bring baby powder, you can actually find the fingerprints of those little children. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's definitely handprints back here. Oh, this is freaky, and there seems to be some sort of message here. Wash me. Wash me? Wash me? Really? Funny kids, wash me? Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. haunted by ghost children. Not what I had in mind. Standing is the beating heart of Santa Maria, the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church, which was so important they completed it before they even built their personal homes. And generations later, it's still an active church with stories, art, and legends from the past. This is our guide, Joyce Rivez.
Welcome to the Immaculate Conception Church.
Wow, this church is beautiful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It is actually the second church our ancestors built. The first one was struck by lightning and it burned down. No. This particular original piece of the church was finished in 1877.
That's still very old. Everything has a story. The church bell and this statue of Jesus were brought over on that very first boat. The Pope himself sat in this chair when he visited San Antonio, and this mosaic was gifted to President LBJ to celebrate 1,000 years of Christianity in Poland.
So everything here tells this continuing story. It's not like this church got frozen in time.
No.
Did you go to this church? Do you
Yes,
go to this church?
I did, fourth generation.
Okay.
Baptized here, married here, buried here.
Well, not yet.
Hopefully a long time in the future.
That's the plan, though.
That's the plan.
Speaking of being buried here.
You see doors opening?
Yeah, that door just popped open for no reason.
Yeah.
It's fluttering back and forth.
Well, the ghost of Santa Maria.
Dude,
So
I just got chills. For real?
For real.
Yes, there are even books about it, and a few stories stemming from one event.
When we were remodeling here and building St. Joseph's School, it was the original cemetery. They had to exhume all the bodies, and so the people they could not identify put bones together in a mass grave under the statue.
Including the bones of an unlucky priest. They moved most of his body, but left his skull and hands behind.
A priest that's roaming and looking for his head here. They didn't have all the pieces because, you know, the way they buried people back then. So he's looking for it. So.
Hold your heads on tight, guys. Like, just keep your head. You are gonna stay in this place for the rest of time. Maybe their plan is to do the same.
Maybe so. Maybe I'll join them. That would be a good thing. Give the
Maybe
tours.
so, maybe so.
Okay, so according to local legend, Babyhead Cemetery gets its name from Babyhead Mountain, which gets its name from an incident that happened in the 1850s when a baby was killed by Indians on top of the mountain and its body was left behind. Now, it's a pretty creepy name, but I don't see anything necessarily creepy about this cemetery, at least not yet. So I'm gonna go check it out. Babyhead Cemetery. I don't see any baby heads. This isn't so scary. I'm not even scared of anything. Not even ghosts. Richie in a Sasquatch suit. I'm the Daytripper. I'm not scared of anything. It's just a little old cemetery. Housed inside an old Victorian home, the Catfish Plantation is Waxahachie's most iconic restaurant, and it serves up good old-fashioned country cooking. But what makes this place especially unique is that all the cooking comes with a side of paranormal activity. Don't believe me? Just flip through these binders, which are full of customer experiences and photos. The mother, Sean, is the executive chef, and here's her daughter, Amelia, and father, Dr. Landis, to tell us more.
All right, so I was gonna ask y'all about the historic architecture of the house, but I think I need to start on...
Okay, stop. Oh, somebody just said stop. There's something interfering in this room.
Sometimes they do interfere when we do filming or investigations and stuff.
I promise this isn't staged. Maybe the ghosts are more Texas Country Reporter fans.
The thing is with the activity, we're rated in the top 50 most consistently active in the U.S. When we do investigations, we generally always get something.
Floating orbs and photos, taps on the shoulder. They've seen almost everything.
Like sometimes you'll come in and things aren't where you left them, or something's knocked over.
There's
strange things that happened. One of the busiest nights that we ever had. All the lights in this room went out. Our light switches are behind the dumbwaiter. Someone had to have walked in, opened the dumbwaiter, and turned off the light. Yeah, and without being seen.
Most of my guests claim that the bathroom is the most haunted place in the restaurant. I've had this personally happen. The door lock popped and a man walked up and I could hear him open the hallway door, walk in there, open the restroom door, and I'm like, are you kidding me? The mischievous things.
Don't be scared, y'all. I'd live here too if I were a ghost, just so I could eat the food. Assuming ghosts can eat human food.
I'm gonna pull a paranormal activity and make some onion rings disappear. These look awesome.
That's a big onion ring.
Oh, these are so good. I remember the first time I ate here, I was blown away that this is some of the best catfish I've had traveling Texas.
What sets us apart from other places is that we do not order anything pre-battered. We batter everything by hand, we cook everything. We put a lot of time and effort into our recipes.
As they say, come for the ghosts, come back for the food. But I wonder what the ghosts are. They think one may be a lady who used to live here, but there's a lot of things that might haunt this place. Either way, it's time to eat.
Whew, all right, here we go. Catfish platter, right? You're gonna come to the catfish plantation, you go with the house specialty. I got half Cajun style, which is kind of a spicy batter, and then half regular, but both of them are hand battered. Woo! And it's fresh out of the grease. I'm gonna have to let that cool off a little bit. See that? Oh yeah. I love me some country fried catfish. Usually it's reserved for, like places with peanut shells on the floor and old wagons hanging on the wall, things like that. I gotta say, this is the most unique place you can eat fried catfish in Texas, without a doubt. Oh, the Cajun catfish is where it's at. It's almost like the whole thing was soaked in hot sauce, like buffalo catfish. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. No, it's a ghost. It's a catfish ghost because I'm eating your family. Oh,
Wait, Daniel, if you're controlling the ghost catfish, does that mean you're a ghost too?
This is so bad. That's enough.
All right, you'll just have to come and have your own cat-normal experience. You see, every proper day trip to Marfa must include nightfall, because as the sun sets, a different kind of visitor comes to town, the Marfa Lights. And another friend for the finale of this day trip, local expert Tex Toller.
All right, man, so I've heard a lot about the Marfa Lights, and we just look out here and they show up?
They're not on a schedule like the geyser at Yellowstone, but yeah, people see them, and I've seen them several times since I was a kid.
What's the explanation?
They've had people come here and do seismic studies, geothermal and electromagnetic, and they don't know what it is. That's why they're called mystery lights.
Aha!
And some people will only see the car lights coming on 67, but since they have been seen since the 1880s, it's unlikely that there were car lights out there.
Yeah, very unlikely, I'd say. Well, I like a good mystery, and so I'm happy just saying, hey, this is an unexplained phenomenon, and we just enjoy it. Now we just settle in.
Settle in and wait.
And wait we do. And the sun goes down, and we keep waiting. But then...
Whoa, what's that? Look over there. That little pinpoint of light just appeared on the horizon. Yeah, that's a Marfa light. You don't know if you're gonna see one, but boom, there it is. Wait, but what's that? Over there. Yeah, that's a Marfa light too. Wait, but it's getting closer. Whoa, guys, that's coming right up on us. Wait, what is that?
And now that we're on a creepy kick, well, I want to take y'all to a special place that's outside of town, where both the haunted and the historic mix. It's called the Soldier's Waterhole.
So this is actually a very historic pile of rocks, because back in the early days of the Texas frontier, I mean, we're talking 1850s, 1860s, these rocks would serve as an earthen fort for settlers and soldiers traveling a nearby military road. So they would make their camp here, drink water from the creek, and use these rocks as their only protection from the constant threat of Indian attacks.
It's a terrifying thought to have to hide in these cracks to avoid being killed. But on one fateful day, even these rocks weren't enough, when a group of Indians, likely Comanches, massacred a caravan of settlers consisting of 18 men, women, and children. It was one of the deadliest Indian massacres in Texas history.
And as some of the locals will tell you, down here in this creek bed, the massacre still happens on every moonlit night, or even in the stillness of a dry, hot afternoon.
People sometimes hear voices, screams even, and the distant thunder of the war drums. I just hear locusts. But no, wait.
Did you hear that? Sounded like something. Can't tell where it's coming from. Like, did y'all hear that? Because that was definitely, y'all didn't say anything, did y'all? I don't know, man. Okay, that's the... Oh my gosh, that was so close. Did anybody else see that? That was,
What are you
Richie,
talking about?
did you?
Huh? It's hot out here. Can we go? I've got a really bad headache.
Okay, so you might not recognize it now, but this house right behind me is very important in Texas history, Texas cinematic history, because this house was once the home of the 1974 film, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let's go look around.
Originally located in Round Rock, Texas when featured in the movie, this home was moved to Kingsland in 1998 for preservation reasons. Today, it's the delicious Grand Central Cafe, and the Eggs Benedict are way better than anything Leatherface ever whipped up. Although he did make a pretty good steak. Anyway, with the fresh paint and upscale decor, it's hard to imagine this place was ever scary to begin with. Looks pretty normal these days. I mean, I don't see anything terrifying about this place. Huge credit to the set designers. They can make any old house look scary. Just chalk that one up to movie magic, I guess.
Wow, okay. So here we are on the railroad tracks. But here's the story. You see, there used to be a rickety old wooden bridge that ran across this gap that some of the locals called Thunder Bridge or Monkey Bridge. And now legend holds that somewhere near this spot, a circus train once violently crashed. The monkeys that survived the crash escaped into these woods, but those that didn't survive are said to still be here, haunting this place. Ghost monkeys. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I believe all that monkey business, but the story actually continues. Many of the escaped monkeys were supposedly gathered up by a man named Medford Fuller, who kept them in cages doing unspeakable things hidden away at Fuller Park.
Ooh, now this is creepy. So here's the old stone wall that surrounds Fuller Park. And inside is supposedly where Mr. Fuller kept his pet monkeys. And the rumors about this place range from everything from it being just a kiddie zoo to it being completely insane and demonic. Oh, but one thing everyone... Ooh. You know, as brave as I sometimes am, I don't think I'm gonna be going into those woods today. Let's get back to the road. Huh? So in the 1920s, when Cisco was a much busier town, some ambitious townspeople decided to build a zoo just below the dam of the newly formed Lake Cisco.
It was built as part of a resort that also included a huge man-made pool.
Now, this was all abandoned by the 1930s, but very recently, they decided to clear the trails and turn it into an outdoor nature park. If you come out here, you get to hike the old footpaths of the zoo and even look at the cages, which are right up here. This is creepy.
In its heyday, the zoo held a strange menagerie of animals. A deer, a bear, even flamingos, and a monkey.
And keep in mind, this is before the days of the internet and television. You couldn't just Google what does a monkey look like and then watch endless videos of monkeys. And so a zoo like this, even though it was small, would have been mind-blowing.
The trails twist and turn, each former cage marked by bits of crumbling stone or rusted iron. The zoo was eventually closed after a string of mysterious deaths to a deer and a bear. It's not hard to imagine their angry animal ghosts still lingering around.
Whoa, Daniel, what was that?
I don't know.
I swear I just heard animals in the trees. It's getting a little creepy, huh?
What? What was that?
I don't know. It sounds like it's all around us.
Oh, gosh. What in the world? Go, go, go!
I think I'm gonna go get a beer. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Now we could call it a day, but since Daniel grew up in these parts, he's got a different idea.
Hey, y'all want to see something really scary?
House.
Okay, so legend goes, there's this bridge, right? This farmer lost it all in the Great Depression, whatever, killed his whole family.
Oh my.
He pushed them in a car off of a bridge, okay? And if you go to this bridge, put your car in neutral, they're ghosts. They push you back on. But the thing is, you're getting pushed uphill. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've done it. You get pushed uphill. But like, go down this road. Keep going. I'll show you where it is. We're gonna do it. Okay, ready? Foot off the brake.
Oh. What?
Which way are we going?
We're moving, I know that.
We're going uphill, y'all.
That's pretty cool. I didn't think it would work.
I told y'all.
We need to get out of here. This is too scary. All right, so I'll see all y'all out on the road. Vaya con Dios, amigos. How's this even working?
Chet does not pay me enough to do this.
I'll help you.
Oh, thanks.
Why does everybody always run away?